So how are you feeling today, Ashley?
How am I feeling? Well, I feel like I'm just in this state of no movement. Like I feel hopeless.
What do you think about when you feel hopeless?
I think about, the events that have happened and how I basically have no motivation to do anything.
Can you give me an example of an event that has happened that makes you feel this way?
Well, I mean, the whole engagement to my fiance, and he called it off.
When you say he called it off, what sorts of feelings do you feel when you think about this?
I feel sad, unwanted, and I'm really hurt by it because here I invested all of this time. We were together for 4 years.
And why did he call it off?
He really didn't even have a reason. Because he's a motherfucker. That's why.
How recent was this?
This was, I've been coming to you for a month.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, when you say you feel unwanted, how unwanted do you feel? 1 being minimally, and 10 being the most unwanted you've ever felt.
Like 8 or 9.
That's pretty unwanted, actually. Now, do you just feel unwanted by him or in life in general?
Well, in life, it just makes me think about if I invested all of this time with this one person and for 4 years and then just poof, bye. Like, how am I going to be able to trust anyone else?
Well,
how's anyone else going to want me?
I want you to know that one thing you need to do is always focus on the great qualities that you do have, because just because he chose not to end up being with you does not mean that another person is not going to want you. It's just a learning experience for you, and you have to realize that you are a very wanted person and that other people in this world are going to see the qualities that I think you're sort of failing to see right now.
Which is what? There's nothing I'm happy about right now. I don't want to get out of bed. Like, I can't get out of bed. I didn't even want to come to this session.
Actually, when you did feel happier, when you were, I'm sorry, I forgot his name. What's his name?
John.
When you were with John, was it easy for you to get out of bed in the morning?
Yeah. I mean,
what sorts of things would you do?
We'd wake up, I'd shower, he'd make breakfast, and we'd have breakfast together, then we'd both go off to work.
And when you did these sorts of things, how would you say you felt?
I was happy. I was always smiling.
Now, when you say you were happy, could you tell me some thoughts that you would be thinking of? Like, for example, when I'm happy, I think about all the things that I enjoy doing or the people I like to be with. When you were with John and you say that you felt happy, what sorts of thoughts were going through your mind day to day?
That, wow, I have a great life. I have an awesome fiance. We live together and he treats me well. We have fun together. We work out together.
Okay. It seems to me that, and it's very natural and normal, but it seems to me that your whole life sort of surrounded around John because it was a healthy, happy relationship. But how would you compare? I know you say you're not happy now, but
I'm miserable.
I know you're miserable, but I think that you're miserable because you don't have that other person anymore. But the rest of your life didn't change. You could still wake up in the morning and shower or go to the gym or make breakfast yourself, and you could still choose to be happy about these things because your life doesn't have to surround around John anymore or the thought of him. I want you to start thinking more about yourself and getting your own happiness
And
back.
what is there to be happy about? I just
Tell me some more things that you as Ashley like to do. Some things that are of your own personal interest that don't require John per se.
Well, I like to hang out with my friends, I guess.
And what sorts of things do you and your friends like to do?
We go shopping, go to the beach, meet for lunch here and there.
And have you been doing any of this at all?
It's dwindled down. I mean, once John and I started dating seriously, you know, I didn't see my friends as often. We would all get together for double dates, but we didn't plan too many girls' nights because they were doing their thing. I was doing my thing.
Have you tried at all recently to contact any of your girlfriends for like a girls' night out or shopping or whatever, but just you and the girls?
I just think that I don't want them to feel sorry for me. And
do you feel sorry for yourself?
I don't know. I don't know what to feel right now. I just know I'm unhappy. And I just don't know what to do. I'm just in this rut.
I want you to start engaging yourself in happy, fun activities again. Uh, what do you think? Like when you wake up in the morning, what's the first thought you think?
Do I really have to get out of bed?
And when you think to yourself, do I really have to get out of bed? What are you physically feeling? Do you physically feel tired and lethargic and lazy, or is it just the thought of the day ahead of you? How am I going to get through today? Which one is more? Is it more physical or mental?
I don't have any physical, feelings to the point where I didn't get enough sleep. Because I've been getting enough sleep. I just think I don't want to face the day. So it just makes me really sad and unhappy and lonely.
Have you ever thought about doing something new? As in, are you scared to do some of the things that you and John would do together because they're constant reminders of him?
That's exactly what it is.
On a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the most you've ever felt like this, how would you rate, like, if you were, when you cook breakfast for yourself, do you make the same things that John and you would make together?
Yeah, because that's what I eat. I don't want to change my diet. And I don't want to get fat because my fiance broke up with me. That's the last thing I want to do. That's the last thing I want him to see me on Facebook like this fat girl. Like, good thing I didn't marry her.
Okay. Now, here's the thing. There's and I'm not just focusing on food here, but you can try things because it's gonna refresh you in the long run. It's gonna make you realize that you can do these different things without John, because right now I feel like you're kind of drowning in what has happened to you. And it's very natural, but we need to like take some kind of steps forward to surface out of it again. And I'm kind of trying to figure out with you what it's going to take to get you to do some different things. So, tell me how you feel. Tomorrow morning, I want you to get out of bed and I want you to, brush your teeth, wash your face, and the first thing I want you to do is try to go to the gym. Is this something you feel like you could do?
I think I could try that.
I think is it easier that I'm kind of asking you to do it? Like, do you think that because me as your therapist asking you to do something would be a little bit more of a push tomorrow morning?
It'll probably give me more motivation. I can be task oriented, so if there's a task that needs to be accomplished, most of the time I like to do it. It's just been really hard, like getting stuff done, even at work, because of this whole shit debacle.
Yeah.
Whatever this is, I don't understand.
Well, what I'd like to start doing is maybe, I don't want to call them assignments or anything, but I kind of want to assign you some things to do from here on out, session to session. And I want you to, tell me how these activities went so that we can start rating them and seeing if we can display some kind of change in your thoughts and feelings about these things. Because I think as time passes, the more you do things by yourself again, the more you put yourself out there around new people, around new situations, or even the same situations, but just a new you, I think you'll become happier again. I think you'll start to feel more fulfilled with yourself and, realize your worth again. Because I see that you're feeling very alone, as you said. You're feeling unwanted. But John was just one person. And I think now you need to start focusing on yourself again. So do you think it's a good idea to start engaging in some, activities from here on out, and we can start seeing how they go and how you feel?
I think that definitely could help. I mean, so, I don't need antidepressants. Is that, like, do I need medication?
I think that's something that you could talk to a psychiatrist about, because I don't prescribe medications, but right now that's not something I would want you to jump into, because that's why I think it's a good idea for us to start putting in natural effort first, and then we'll see your progress, we'll see how things go, and we'll take it from there. But no, I don't think you need medication right now. What you went through is an unfortunate thing, and the way you're feeling is very natural.
It is? Really? To feel like shit? Is that natural?
Well, actually, it's not an easy thing to be left by, a loved one. It's never an easy thing.
It's hard. It sucks.
It's really hard. I know. How do you feel right now versus how you first came into this session?
I feel like, you see that there's hope for me to feel better, aka happier, or to actually just not even happier, because I'm not even happy, like, let's be honest. But to be happy again, that gives me hope that you believe in me. So it makes me feel good, like, inside, even.
I do believe in you, and I want you to start believing in you. So, here's something I want you to think about. What do you think would happen